She's insane. I'm pretty sure I do have some booty progress. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Abby and I post all kinds of videos related to lifestyle and wellness. If you like watching people do workout challenges, then definitely make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell because I am doing Vlogmas this year. And as a part of Vlogmas, I will also be doing Fitmas and trying out a couple of other challenges throughout the month as well. You won't want to miss it. In today's video, I tried out Lilly Sabri's workouts for 28 days. This is my first official workout challenge on this channel, but in full transparency, I have filmed a workout channel before. I just never ended up posting it. So I actually filmed a 21-day Chloe Ting challenge a few months ago, but to be completely honest with you, I just was not in a place where I was confident enough to share that with people. It was a very difficult video for me to film and watch back. When I exercise, I feel really strong, I feel fit and powerful, but watching those clips back, I just realized that like my outsides do not match my insides, and it was kind of a blow. I know that how I feel during my exercise and after is all that matters, but definitely is a little bit discouraging when you don't feel like your insides match your outsides. I also didn't really have any results from that challenge because I already worked out almost every single day, so it's not like I was increasing my energy level expenditure, as well as I didn't change my diet at all because at that time I was working more so on healing my relationship with food as opposed to trying to like purposely lose any weight. And that was just kind of like another reason why I was a little bit too embarrassed to share that video. But here we are. I'm finally doing it. I'm going through with it this time, I think, because I just feel like everybody needs to know who Lilly Sabri is. I genuinely loved her workouts. I loved everything that she is. And I honestly think that a lot more people should experience being absolutely brutalized physically while also being showered with like love and compliments. I found out about Lilly from Linda Sun, who is a fellow Canadian YouTuber. I will have her video linked down below. She did a few videos where she compared different fitness influencers. So she did their workouts, she tried their diets.
For me, what I eat in a day are for inspiration, not for comparisons.
Ew, this is gross. While also tying in her own lifestyle into that as well, which I really appreciated. And Linda had nothing but amazing things to say about Lilly. She loved how challenging she was, she loved her personality and everything about that. So I just was kind of like, well, I have to try her then. So Lilly does have a fitness background. She is a certified physiotherapist. She's worked with elite athletes, so she really knows what she's talking about. She got really popular over the pandemic with her at-home friendly workouts with little to no equipment. She also does a lot of live workouts across her social media platforms, and she posts quite regularly as well. So I decided to look at her guides, kind of decide what I wanted to do, and I noticed that a lot of her programs are like 7 days or 14 days or 28 days, and I personally wanted to kind of like make my own program. So I took 4 7-day programs and I made it into one big 28-day long challenge. I wanted to do this because I really wanted to make sure I was getting in lots of variety. I was trying out as much as I could and not getting bored because I hate repetition. Hate it.
I don't like to do things ever again.
I also really like the opportunity to switch what you don't like. For example, I accidentally picked a week that was very cardio based, and that just like really wasn't my vibe for that week, so I just switched it up and chose another program. Lilly is also so great because she really preaches an intuitive eating type of lifestyle. She listens to her body and she honors her hunger, and she encourages others, especially women, to do that as well. She also really believes in an anti-inflammatory style diet. She believes that an anti-inflammatory diet will give you the best chance at a super healthy life, which is very true. There are a lot of studies. If you've ever heard things like the Mediterranean diet and just things like that, but she also doesn't restrict. So at the end of her guides, she actually does share a recipe or some tips or something like that, which I just thought was like super nice and going kind of above and beyond. Not something that I see in a lot of other free workout programs. And not only is she a complete ball of positivity and a ray of sunshine, but we also share the same birthday, and that is pretty cool. So let's just get into the workouts. So day one was a killer. I needed a chair or a stool. I used a stool, failed miserably, and realized that I definitely could have just used my couch the whole time. Alright, so today's day 1. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit scared. It's gonna be day 1 of 28, and you're going to see me suffer, I guess? Yeah, let's do this. Thank you. Yeah, she's insane. I just finished the first workout. It was 30 minutes. Oh my god. There's still another video. I have to do 20 more minutes. I feel like I may vomit. I like this because it was filled with workouts I've never done before. And I have talked about many times that I hate repetition. I hate when I know what's coming for the workout. So I mean, that was good, but like, holy shit. Like, if I don't have the nicest legs and butt in the world after these 28 days, I don't know what I'll do, man. Most of her workouts incorporate like resistance bands and light weights, but she does offer alternatives like water bottles or no equipment at all. I personally liked the added resistance bands, but sometimes I used them, sometimes I didn't. She also makes sure to give modifications, so she'll show you what a beginner should do versus intermediate and in advanced. So there's definitely something for everybody. Okay, so I'm really liking this so far, but we're 12 minutes into this video, and she decided to say, so how was that for the warm-up? Excuse me? Activate my feelings before I kill them. Watching this back sucked, to be honest. It's so easy to just like judge yourself and just be so like upset about where you're at. I have patellofemoral pain syndrome. I've had it since the end of high school. It's a knee problem, and I have to be pretty careful with how deep I go with my squats and my lunges. I usually just like try to squat and lunge as low as I can go before the pain happens, and I just try to really focus on my form. So I've come a long way with this, especially as I've been working on building up my hips and my glutes and just regularly exercising. But the 35-pound weight gain from this year has definitely put a little bit of a damper on that, put a little bit more stress back on my knees. With that being said, I definitely imagine myself in my head going a lot deeper than these videos show, so it's like a little bit embarrassing to see. But I have to realize that I am where I am. I can only work at it every day, and I'm still feeling the burn, so that's what really matters. Do not underestimate the power of Pilates. I did really like the variation in her videos. That was really, really good. I'm absolutely loving her programs right now. Tomorrow is day 7 for me. I'm super excited because I'll be moving on to like a new challenge, a new week. I'm interested to see if she repeats a lot of the same stuff in that week or not. This week so far, not really a lot of repetition, and I'm really enjoying it. She does like crazy burnouts to your muscles. One thing I will say, this isn't her fault, it's just being overweight and doing all these ab exercises is very, very difficult, because the ones where you have to like hold yourself up for like Russian twists and all that kind of stuff is really hard, because I have a lot of weight around my midsection, and that is all working against me, trying to pull me down. I'm finding it's going into my lower back, so I'm having to stop. And not to mention, like, supporting yourself on your wrists is really, really hard too when you're heavy. And also while you're just like starting out on. But yeah, so day 6 done. I'm totally loving this right now, which is so exciting. Day 4 was a rest day. I did her 30-minute stretch video, and that was actually really nice and needed. Okay, day 7. This is the first 1,000 rep challenge. I don't know what just happened, but she just made us do 1,000 reps of booty. I probably won't be able to walk tomorrow, so. Day 9, I absolutely loved. Day 10, this is another 1,000 rep challenge, but this one was for arms and abs. It actually wasn't that bad. I didn't really break a sweat, but I definitely really need to work on my core, which has been definitely pretty prominent to me throughout this challenge so far. Today was an active rest day. We just went for a nice walk along the water. So calming and so nice. Okay, day 17, this one was a circuit. So we alternated legs and abs. 3 minutes each. So 1 minute was one move, 1 minute was another one, then 30 seconds cardio, and 30-second rest, and then you would move into abs and do a similar style. I really challenged myself on this one. One thing that's cool about this program, if you are interested in that, is that a lot of these shorter workouts that she adds can be done by themselves. That was just activation. And you can repeat them for 7 to 14 days if you'd like to as a challenge on its own. Kind of like track your progress to see if you get any better throughout the week. Or you can combine them for full workouts, so you can do multiple of the shorter workout and create a whole workout out of it. That's personally not my thing. I don't want to have the option to choose that much because odds are I won't do it. I need somebody to like talk me through it for 30 minutes. The one thing I do not love about her workouts is that on the majority of them, there isn't really a dedicated warm-up or cool down. I'm sure people might be wondering if I had any like progress on my weight loss journey, and I don't know, it's kind of questionable. I am definitely feeling a lot better in my own skin. As far as the scale goes, I've lost about 1 pound. That's about it though. I haven't really lost any inches. I want to talk about that for a quick second because I think that at this point, if a lot of people are doing challenges like this, if you are on some kind of weight loss journey, and if you're like me, it's been 4 weeks and you aren't really seeing any changes, I definitely encourage you to just wait a little bit longer, keep doing what you're doing, do not give up, do not change anything yet. What happens with my body when I start doing something like this, it takes about 5 to 6 weeks for me to notice any kind of changes. I talked about this in my last video, but there is something called a whoosh. Basically, what happens is that your fat cells will start slowly losing fat, but the fat cell wants to stay open in anticipation for more fat to come fill it. So water is taking the place of the fat in the meantime. You may notice that your fat just feels like a little bit squishier and looser. And then eventually, as you keep losing fat and keep filling up with water, eventually your fat cell will realize, oh, I guess we're not getting any more fat. So it will finally collapse. So if you're the type of person that ever notices you wake up one morning and you're like down 5 pounds overnight, just know that it definitely was not overnight. This was your work for the past few weeks. It just took a little bit of time to show up. So I know that this is what's happened to me in the past. So I'm just staying very optimistic. My fat is definitely a lot squishier and looser. I feel like my clothes are looking a little bit looser, and my progress pictures, they look a little bit different. I don't totally feel comfortable sharing that part of the journey yet, but I will share that I'm pretty sure I do have some booty progress. I'm just gonna quickly pop those up here. I don't know if you can tell, I just kind of feel like there's a little bit of booty growth, a little bit of like separation from the hamstring, and that's just from 4 weeks. So I don't know, 4 weeks, it's a good amount of time to see some progress, but it's not really enough time, and it's definitely not necessarily something that's gonna happen without you making other changes. So if you're somebody that's starting these workouts from not having worked out for months, you're probably gonna see some progress because you will be expending more energy than you were. For me, I was exercising almost every single day as it was, so that wasn't enough to make a change for me. What I needed to do was look at my diet, and I did go into a bit of a calorie deficit, so I'm really hoping to see some results from that anytime now, and I will keep you updated, as I said, through Vlogmas with Fitmas. These programs are like great for building up your strength, definitely getting a little bit toned, potentially losing some fat, but it really is like a whole package, and there definitely are many factors that go into this. So I hope you don't just expect to jump on here and have incredible abs like hers just in 4 weeks. It definitely could be possible, but I just really don't want anybody to be discouraged, just like I'm trying my best not to be. Overall, I really enjoyed my time doing this challenge. A few ups and downs, and I'll be honest, around the end there I kind of got a little bit burnt out, but that's kind of my own fault. Typically when I work out, I do like to work out almost every single day, but I also listen to my body. So if I just really am not feeling it that day, I won't do it. And because of the timeline that I had with this video and wanting to get it up the day that I wanted to get it up, I didn't really leave myself any time for extra rest days. I felt like I was always on. So even when it was a rest day, it was an active rest day. But sometimes I just want a day where I don't even have to think about moving. And I think that's okay too. So I definitely should have allowed myself to do that a little bit more, and then I wouldn't have felt so burnt out at the end. But Lily really keeps you inspired and motivated to show up and keep going. You can just tell she is so grateful to have this community, and she shows that by live chatting during her workouts. She yells to her boyfriend behind the camera, asks what everybody's commenting, what level they're at. She also pops a bunch of stuff up on the side of the screen here, just kind of showing people in her community who are showing their progress or that they did the workout today, which I think is super nice and inclusive. It makes you really feel like it's a community. I also really enjoy that she prioritizes variety, as well as doing a lot of new moves you probably haven't seen before. Though I will warn you that some of her beginner stuff is quite challenging, but I recommend using that as motivation to get stronger and not as a I can't do anything, why am I bothering with these workouts type of situation. I found myself sometimes doing beginner, sometimes advanced, sometimes intermediate, sometimes making my own kind of thing. But that is the best part of at-home workouts, because you really get to go at your own pace. But that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of Lily's workouts or if you plan to now. Let me know if there are any challenges that I should be trying next. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to give it a like, and of course, subscribe, because it will really help me out. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you. Oh my god, I'm gonna see you on the 1st for Vlogmas. And then you're gonna be stuck with me every single day until the 25th. So get ready.